If you're George McPhee, Brian, what are you looking for the most in the next couple of weeks? I don't think anybody expects Las Vegas to be very good, very competitive in their first year, but like, how do you go about starting a team, and what are you looking for? What traits are you looking for?
Well, George has to pick a philosophy, and there's a lot of different ones available. Is he going to just try to acquire assets and not worry about the quality of the team right away? Is he going to try to build a team that can be competitive? Because I do think there's an avenue to do that with the amount of options he has available. I wouldn't go that route, but that's what I'm waiting to see. And I don't think George has even made that decision in his own mind yet, and he won't until he sees what people actually end up leaving protected. I think that'll dictate it to some degree. I would have to believe deep down in my heart that his overriding philosophy will be to be patient. I think George is a perfect guy to handle this expansion draft with his experience. He is a patient guy. I think he'll try to build a team that is competitive, but he won't necessarily worry about winning the Stanley Cup in the first two seasons. And if he does that, I think he's really going to cash in. And long term, Vegas is going to be in a great spot, because even though this year isn't necessarily the strongest draft by pundits out there, I think it's a better draft than people say, but we'll find that out in time. It's going to be a much better draft next year and the year after. And I think George is going to have a tremendous opportunity to add a lot of those types of assets, picks, next year and the year after that, and eventually that's going to pay off huge for Vegas.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think that generally that would be my route anyways, or the way that I would think that most people would think is the intelligent way, which is don't try to rush into things and don't try to just win a Stanley Cup contender in the first couple of years. It's not very likely. Try to accumulate assets, try to build for the future.